Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole. So in today's video, we are going to be giving my dining area a makeover. I am so excited. We have a lot of projects that we're going to be doing in this area. So if you want to see everything that we get into, go ahead and keep watching. All right, y'all, so first things first, let me give you guys a little glimpse of what we're working with here in the dining area. So as you can see, I'm really happy that our table and chairs fit really well in this area, but the chairs that we have around the table, I bought them off of Facebook Marketplace, y'all, for $8 a chair. Super good steal, plus the two at least right here are definitely vintage chairs and they are so beautiful. So as much as I love them, I do want to change them. I want to paint them black. So that's going to be one of the projects that we do in this video, is paint the chairs so that they're black, and we're gonna leave the bench that's behind there as is for right now. That may change in the future, but for right now, that's just gonna stay as is. And then we are gonna be doing some wainscoting on these walls. We will also be putting some art on the bigger wall right over here. And then we will be leaving the wall back there as is for right now. I've told you guys in our home tour that eventually we plan on tearing that wall down, but that is just not a project that is on the high priority list as of right now since moving out here. So for now, we will work with what we have. We will also be changing out this light fixture for something a little bit more modern. And let's go ahead and get into the different projects that we're gonna do to transform this dining area. So the first thing I started by doing is using some masking tape and a measuring tape to measure out exactly where I want the wainscoting to go. I wasn't really sure how tall I wanted it to be, so I did end up adding tape at 3 different levels, at 36 inches, 40 inches, and 43 inches. And as you'll see here, it's kind of like a trial and error of seeing exactly where I want it placed. I did end up going with the middle one that you see, and that was at 40 inches. And then I also went ahead and kind of visualized where I wanted the actual wainscoting boxes to go. So now, after a trip to Home Depot, I did pick up some 1x2 by 8 furring strip board and then some 1x3 by 8 furring strip board. That is what I'm going to be using to do my wainscoting. I know a lot of people use actual like baseboard trim and chair rail and other types of trim to make the actual boxes as well, but I wanted mine to look modern and I also wanted it to be on a budget. So it's super cost effective when you go with the furring strip board. Just make sure that you try to get the best looking ones because they sometimes are a little bit rough. So to prepare my boards, I just give them a light sanding with a 220 grit sandpaper. And then I can go ahead and get to actually painting them. So I am going to be painting them the same color as the walls in the house already. And then once they're on the walls, I will be touching them up as well. Now we can get into the unboxing of this beautiful chandelier that I bought for the dining area, y'all. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a farmhouse chandelier and it's kind of an industrial type of a look as well. I'm sure that you all have seen people have these up in their houses before. I absolutely love them, but I also, again, am on a budget. So I did find this one for $40, y'all. It is such a steal, so beautiful. So I will definitely link it down below for y'all if you're interested in getting one for yourself. Phew, that was a lot of work, y'all. If it wouldn't have been for the light fixture that hubby taught me how to do in the entryway, I definitely would have had no idea what I'm doing putting this light fixture together. So I definitely recommend it because it is an absolutely beautiful chandelier and I can't wait to see how it's gonna look once we hang it up. But if you have never wired a light before, I definitely recommend looking it up on YouTube or asking someone for help, because the instructions are a little bit hard to follow. I will definitely say that. But for the price, you can't beat it. It was under 50 bucks, y'all. Super great deal. I will definitely link it down below for you all because quality is definitely there. Like I said, it's just the instructions and the actual wiring that's a little bit difficult to do. But other than that, I am super happy with it. So let's go ahead and add the light bulbs to it. Well, the good news about these chairs is that they're pretty much already sanded. Like I said, they came from Facebook Marketplace, $8 a chair. Could not beat that deal. And they were actually sitting outside. So because they were sitting outside, they are already pretty much sanded down. I just needed to really sand the top of mainly this one. It did have some kind of tape on it or something like that that I wanted to get off. It was actually super easy to get off. I probably could have done it by hand, but it's okay. I brought the sander out and I was able to sand the tops of all of the chairs and just give them a really nice light sand. Now they're ready to be cleaned off and then they're ready for paint. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a little bit hard to want to paint these chairs because the wear on them is actually super beautiful. I really love the color that they are right now, but unfortunately my dining room table is a wood color and they just don't go together. So I feel like the black will be the perfect contrast for my already wood colored table, and I don't really want to paint my table black and then leave the chairs the raw wood color. All right, y'all, we are slowly but surely making progress on this dining room makeover. So while we let the chairs dry, I am gonna go ahead and remove all of this stripping that we have on the walls because obviously it will not work once we do our wainscotings. So to attach the wainscoting to the walls, I did use liquid nail, and then I also used my brad nailer to attach the pieces of wood to the wall. And of course I used a level just to make sure everything was nice and straight. All right, y'all, so as you can tell, I've gotten the wainscoting all up, and I've also gotten all of the little nail holes filled, and I've kind of filled in the knots and things that you could see on the wood. So now I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down so that it is ready for paint, and then I will be painting everything, including where we took the trim pieces down that were there previous. Now that we're painting everything, y'all, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and paint the trim that's around these two windows that you see on either side of me. So the long-term plan is gonna be to knock this wall behind me completely out. Behind there is just kind of like a hallway that leads to our mudroom and our laundry room on this end. So our plan is eventually to knock it out and then to put some French doors in the back leading outside to our backyard. But that is not currently in the budget. We have a lot of other projects that are coming before this project because also if we remove this wall, we will have no flooring under it. So we will have to replace the flooring at that point as well. And that is another plan that we have for the future, is to replace the flooring in the entire home. So that's not something that we're gonna do right now. That's why right now I wanted to do something that's still still gonna make me feel like, okay, it looks nice, it looks custom, I really like it, but we do have to work with what we have right now, and that includes the 2 windows that we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and try painting the trim. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna regret this decision, but I think it's worth it to try it to see if we can get the windows to disappear a little bit, because in my opinion, they're a little bit awkward and they're not really my favorite feature of the house. That's amazing! Oh my gosh, it looks super good, huh? All right, y'all, so as you can tell, we are done painting in this room. We've also gotten the chandelier up, and y'all, I absolutely love how it turned out. I love the chandelier, modern farmhouse kind of a look, and I love the white. I love how it's just so nice, crisp, and clean in here. So now I'm gonna hang a beautiful piece of art that I found at a vintage shop when we were back in the city. I am so excited to hang it up and see how it looks in this room, and then we'll get all of the furniture in here. So when it comes to hanging art, one of my newest favorite things to use to hang art is, this is called 3M The Claw. You can find these at Walmart or any of your hardware stores. I think I picked this one up at Walmart, and I actually brought it from our previous house, so that's the other cool thing, you can reuse it. So it's super cool because it only makes 2 really small holes in your drywall, and you can hang it. You don't need any drywall anchors. You don't need to make sure that you're in a stud, and it can hold up to, this one specifically says 45 pounds, so that's super awesome. My painting is definitely not 45 pounds. I have used 2 of these previously to hang a very, very heavy mirror on my wall, and it worked just perfectly. And then if you ever need to move your piece, literally, this is so easy to pull out of your wall, and it will only leave 2 little pinholes in there. All right, y'all, so that's gonna be it for today's video. What do you guys think of our dining room makeover? I absolutely love how it turned out. I'm so glad I kind of jumped the gun and just went for the wainscoting look. I had always wanted to do that in a home, and I'm so glad I got to do it here in our first home, and I think it looks really beautiful. Honestly, I feel like it makes the room look bigger than what it is, which is always a good thing. So I'm so happy with how everything turned out. I love the chandelier and how it looks, and I love the black on the chairs. I feel like it just brought everything all together. We have some black going on in the beautiful painting, the black of the chandelier, and now black on the chairs. These chairs were just calling to be black. I feel like that color just made them look even more beautiful than they already were. But as with every project, y'all, this will be an ongoing thing. I'm sure that in the future I will be making little tweaks and changes, so nothing that I ever decorate or ever make over is in its final form. That is the beauty of decorating, is that you can continue to grow and to change things. For now, I'm very happy with the bones of this room, but my brain, I'm already like thinking up ideas, and now that this big project is done, I'm starting to think that I may want to do some wallpaper above the wainscoting. In the future, not right now, I need a little break before I can get into doing something like wallpaper, and I kind of want to sit with the room as is right now. And also, I want to mention, obviously we did not decorate anything in this room besides putting the piece of art up. We didn't actually decorate, and y'all know I love to decorate. So stay tuned. The next video, we will be doing a beautiful fall tablescape here on our dining room table. So if you're not already subscribed and you want to check that out, go ahead and subscribe. And if y'all are subscribed and you want to know when I upload a video, you can go ahead and click the little bell icon. That is a notification icon, so when I upload, it will notify you that I've uploaded, and you can watch the video as soon as I upload. And then make sure to leave me a comment. I love to chat with y'all down in the comments. And yeah, y'all, that will be it for today, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.